Number 13. Indian Rhino. The Indian rhino is a massive beast that can gear up to a charge of 35 miles per hour and completely dismantle any perceived threat. The largest specimen on record was an outstanding 8,820 pounds, meaning it's heavier than the largest SUVs. Whatever animal the Indian rhino impacts will face its powerful horn, which is longer than the average male forearm and made out of durable keratin. Additionally, the rhino's body is covered by thick skin folds, which effectively act as armor, while the animal's upper legs and shoulders feature wart-like bumps. Males have huge neck folds protecting the anatomical region that's the favorite killing spot of Bengal tigers, with which Indian rhinos often share their territories. Number 12. ARAPAIMA. The ARAPAIMA, found in the Amazon and Essequibo basins of South America, is among the world's largest freshwater fish. Its torpedo-shaped body can reach almost 10 feet and is covered in a remarkably complex suit of armor. On the outside, the fish has a mineralized layer that's corrugated for extra strength. It's connected to the under tissue via collagen fibers that form a structure similar to plywood. The mineralized outer layer and the collagen structure work together to ensure mobility but also heavy protection. Not even piranhas, which have a very powerful bite and razor-sharp teeth, can pierce through ARAPAIMA skin. Number 11. Gorilla. While not as well armored as others on our list, gorillas have other physical adaptations that make them a force to be reckoned with. Mature males known as silverbacks are particularly intimidating both within their troop and to would-be predators. They possess outstanding musculature and will show off their power in a well-known threat display that involves them pounding on their chest. Aside from great physical strength, these beasts also own a devastating bite. They have a pronounced sagittal crest, which is a bony ridge that runs lengthwise across the middle of the skull and which anchors powerful jaw muscles. The gorilla's large, sharp canines are used exclusively for fighting, since their diet is predominantly herbivorous. Number 10. Thorny devil. Thorny devil is the common name for a lizard species native to Australia. It's the only lizard in the mollusk genus and a creature that's definitely ready for combat. Its entire body is covered in sharp, thorn-like scales. They dissuade attacks from most animals since they make the lizard difficult to swallow. Two large thorns on the creature's head are responsible for its common name, as they complete the look of a dragon or devil. It also has a false head on its back, thus giving would-be predators the illusion that the thorny devil is constantly on guard. Number 9. ARGALI. The ARGALI is the largest of the wild sheep species. Rams can weigh almost 800 pounds, and they possess massive corkscrew horns that can be up to 6 foot 3 inches, roughly the same length as a queen-size bed. Like most rams, ARGALI males will fight for dominance and mating privileges. The difference is that they carry enough mass to make combat even more ferocious than what's seen in other sheep species. With their forelegs up into the air, they slam into each other with enough force that the impact can be heard from up to 2,600 feet away. Should a ram carry out such a forceful charge on a human, it may result in broken bones, internal organ damage, and even death. Number 8. Lion. All big cat species are designed to be natural powerhouses in accordance to the environment they inhabit. They're exceptionally strong and agile, while also displaying great focus whenever hunting their prey, with sight being their sharpest sense. Most species are skilled climbers and swimmers, while also being capable of impressive leaps. Their physical gifts are rounded off with effective killing tools in the form of powerful teeth and sharp claws. Yet one feline above all others has a significant physical advantage when it comes to being built for war. Adult male lions have a thick mane that covers their neck. This crown-like feature is associated with royalty and the reason why the lion is known as the king of animals. Since most felines kill via a sharp bite to the throat, the lion's mane acts as enhanced protection. Its growth has been linked to the male's testosterone production, and research indicates that females prefer mates with dense, dark manes. Number 7. Taurus beetle. If raw strength is the measure by which one determines how ready a creature is for war, then the undisputed champion is found in the insect world. A blue whale can send a small boat flying with a flick of its tail, but from a pound-per-pound perspective, no creature even comes close to the dung beetle. Much like their name suggests, some species will roll dung into large balls and consume it, or use it as a breeding chamber. Others will bury the dung where they find, or simply live in it directly. The TAURUS scarab is named after the protrusions on its head that are similar to bull horns. Male beetles will use their horns to fight each other and gain mating rights. The most incredible aspect about the TAURUS scarab is its strength. This creature can pull 1,141 times its own weight. To compare, this is the equivalent of an average human pulling 6 double-decker buses that are full of people. Theoretically, a human of such strength could drag a blue whale, the largest creature to have ever lived, out of water and pull it on land. Number 6. Moose. Deer are often thought of as the passive, harmless victims of other predators. It's true that the variety of large carnivores in many ecosystems is largely dependent on deer predation. Still, some species can be quite ferocious, and none are a better example than the moose, the largest deer in the animal kingdom. In the Americas, these aggressive animals injure more people than any other beast. They own powerful antlers, which are shed and regrown every year, and which can inflict deadly damage. The antlers are massive, and one Alaskan moose recorded a spread of nearly 7 feet, comparable to the size of former NBA player Shaquille O'Neal. Moose are also surprisingly flexible and can kick in any direction with their sharp, pointed hooves. Wolves and even bears will generally stay away from adult moose in the regions where their territories overlap. Only Siberian tigers are known to regularly prey on fully grown moose. Number 5. Porcupines. At first glance, porcupines are certainly not among nature's most fearsome creatures. They do, however, possess outstanding defenses in the form of a coat of quills. These spines are actually modified hairs, coated with thick, keratinous plates. They're embedded in the animal's skin and detach upon contact. They feature microscopic barbs at their tips, which facilitate skin penetration while also making removal a painful process. The porcupine can run sideways or backwards into predators, or may swing its tail to impale them with its quills. If the spines aren't removed, the pressure that the body exerts will cause them to sink deeper into the skin, to the extent that they might damage vital organs. Number 4. Ironclad beetle. While some beetle species are known for outstanding strength, others are distinguishable by extreme durability, such is the case of insects from the RHINO family, commonly known as ironclad beetles. Much like their common name suggests, these creatures have a very tough exoskeleton. In fact, it's among the hardest of all arthropod exoskeletons. With some species, insect collectors will find it nearly impossible to drive a pin through their bodies. To do so, they'll first have to make a hole through the beetle's body using a small drill. Number 3. Giant forest hog. Africa's giant forest hog is often described as the largest member of the wild pig family. Found in the continent's wooded habitats, the giant forest hog is tough and relentless. This creature is even known to drive spotted hyenas from carcasses, and competing males will often fight to the death. Males, which can weigh up to 500 pounds, clash head-on, then try to slash each other with their curved tusks. The tusks can grow to be 14 inches long, meaning they're roughly the size of bowling pins. Today's topic was requested by Terry C. If you have any other topics you'd like to learn about, subscribe and let us know in the comments section below. Number 2. Honey badger. There's a reason why the honey badger has earned a reputation for completely disregarding all natural threats and taking on any predator. Often described as nature's most fearless animal, the honey badger's entire body is built for war. This creature will readily attack any perceived threat. Its eyes and ears are small, meaning that their senses aren't likely to get impaired during fights. The skull is built so robustly that adults have no trace of an independent bone structure. The skin, perhaps the honey badger's greatest asset, is remarkably tough, particularly around the neck, but also very loose. This allows the honey badger to twist and attack fearsome predators such as lions or hyenas, even if it's already in their jaws. The honey badger's skin is not only impervious to sharp teeth, but also resistant to snake fangs, bee stings, and porcupine quills. Even human hunters have a hard time with honey badgers, as their skin can withstand arrow shots, spear thrusts, and machete blows. Join the They Will Kill You team by rocking the latest merch from theywillkillyou.com. Order yours today to be one of the first to spread the word. Number 1. Gaur. The gaur is a massively built bovine native to South and Southeast Asia, also known as the Indian bison. It's the largest extant wild bovine. Males weigh up to 3,300 pounds, meaning they're on par with the average four-door sedan. Exceptional males will also stand at over 7 feet tall at the shoulder, which is comparable to wrestler Andre the Giant. While these proportions alone make the gaur a redoubtable force of nature, the source of its prowess is the manner in which this beast is built. Its muscles tend to be very well developed and quite prominent, particularly when it comes to the ridge on its back. The gaur's raw power is supplemented by a set of sharp horns, which they can use to inflict lethal damage on predators. Because of their physical attributes, few creatures will take on an adult gaur. The only exceptions in that regard are perhaps tigers and saltwater crocodiles. Thanks for watching. Would you rather face a charging Indian rhino or go toe-to-toe with a silverback gorilla? Let us know in the comments section below.